Warnemünde cruise port is in Germany and advertised by cruise lines as the gateway to Berlin and Hamburg. We say no. We discovered a plan B that's much more time efficient. So in this video, we take the train beyond the port, giving you tips, details, and some funky and wet experiences. And toilet tips. Really. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. In our previous Warnemünde video, here's a link, we hung out in town, exploring the port and options right at the doorstep, which is cool all on its own. But this port is often treated as just a way station for tour buses heading straight for Berlin and Hamburg. Major cities and amazing sights, of course. But here's our case for not doing that on a port day, even the long 12-hour one. Most important? Travel time. A trip to Hamburg or Berlin consumes 5 to 6 hours of your day just in transit round trip. Hamburg is a roughly 2-hour drive west. Berlin, 2.5. And that's an estimate without the delays, speed traps, and construction activities along those routes, hence the padded trip estimate. And what about the no speed limit Autobahn? Only on certain sections of German highways. Here, it's mostly speed controlled or delayed. And this is also the main reason why car rental to those places is also a poor choice, with the added stress of parking and traffic. Train, tempting until you realize you're looking at an even longer travel time than the bus due to rail delays and transfers. It's often slower and more delay-plagued than you might imagine. Besides, we're not big fans of going to a major city for a stressful nickel tour. Both these cities demand multiple days to enjoy, in our humble opinion. Plus, there's an X factor to this part of the country we didn't consider enough. The weather. It rains here. A lot. We were there in summer where it typically rains 50% of the time. Dress for weather, pack that umbrella, and be prepared to move a bit slower through the moisture if need be. So here's some good news for those feeling Berlin withdrawal. You're in a German state with plenty of smaller regional sites, specifically the state of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, one of 16 federal German states. Here you'll find historic towns like Bad Doberan, where vintage steam trains roll right to the middle of town, the upscale seaside resort town of Koningsborn, the port of Wismar with its perfectly preserved, colorful medieval Old Town, and the state capital of Schwerin, home to a gorgeous multi-towered castle surrounded by classic lakeshore architecture. Best of all, Deutsche Bahn is giving you a great deal to access this area. The Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, or MV, transit ticket you buy at the train station or on the Deutsche Bahn app. For just over 30 euros for 2 adults, you get unlimited regional train, tram, and bus travel for the entire day across the whole state. You just gotta stay within state lines. So that was our option of choice. We were going to travel by train and head for Schwerin. Now the train station here is small, clean, with lockers and a money exchange. You'll start any journey from here via the S1 train, which terminates here. So to get to Schwerin, the ride required 2 transfers. First, 24 minutes to Rostock Central Station, the main hub for points further on. We transferred here to Wismar with a walk to a further platform. Now when transferring, don't discount your foot traffic to the next train, as some stations are big and platforms sometimes farther than you think. From Rostock to Wismar took about 1.5 hours. You'll encounter lots of regional trains, Regio, who make lots of stops since these are local commuter trains. So, settle in and relax. But it's all part of the experience. Riding the trains gives us a glimpse into local life. And on that score, there were no English platform announcements, so I paid close attention to the status boards and followed along on Google Maps. Bathrooms here were pretty good, but limited to either one or only a few. Now, because of a delay out of Rostock, we were under the gun to make our connection in Wismar.
Okay, platform 1. They said they're gonna wait, so...
Now, needless to say, despite the stations having elevators and flat walkways, the hustle aspect of our journey would be a stretch for someone with limited mobility. But if you're willing to take your time, it's doable, with platforms to assist wheelchairs onto the trains. Anyway, about 25 minutes later, we were in Schwerin. The station was smallish, but serviceable and busy. Local buses were just outside to give our MV day passes some good use. But first, we needed some breakfast and discovered this Bulgarian restaurant, of all things, at a small hotel across the station. This restaurant and inn model is common in Europe, as its old-school hotel model of the Traveler's Inn. This was also the cash-only place we mentioned in our previous video. Here's that link again. Now the food was pretty good, an opportunity to sample yet another cuisine. But the real stars here were the decor, where you can soak in Bulgarian culture, purchase genuine imported rose oil cosmetic products, get a brochure for an alpaca farm or a pirate show, or see their fish tank reenactment of the Titanic disaster. The day was already getting good. Our goal was Schwerin Castle, which is that iconic view that's become the state's icon. We just followed Google Map to the bus directions. While we jotted out these ourselves, sometimes it's nice to have all the town's highlights laid out for you. So we concocted our curated and pinned Google Map doc for quick reference. These are attached to our Essential Port Guide PDFs, our custom cheat sheets with all the essential port and location info, with our custom designed, color-coded maps. If you want to check out our growing library, click our link in the description or check out our store at portlowdown.com. It was only a few stops away at a brief 15-minute walk to the castle, or stroll, since the old town was incredibly pretty. And while you'll get those requisite cobblestones towards the castle, most of the town's sidewalks are modern. And the town is mostly flat, with a few slopes here and there. But it is rainy, like seriously sometimes. They even have a statue about it. The castle is the one must-do here, but it's for a reason. Once the official residence of the Dukes of Mecklenburg, today it pulls double duty as both a world-class state museum and the active seat of state parliament. Now once in, you might, like us, get confused between the active parliament side, which you can't really visit, and the museum side. While there are some serious stairs, it is a modern government building after all, so elevators are around. And the museum section really is a sight to behold. They even loan you these folding seats to sit wherever you feel the need. Why don't more museums do this? The castle sits on an island surrounded by a lake and park, so if the weather is good, there's lots of photo ops. Just not on our day. The ugly weather didn't stop us from visiting the nearby Schwerin Cathedral, whose grand, neo-Gothic 385-foot spire is the town's visual anchor. Built between 1270 and 1426, it was an important pilgrimage site containing a drop of the holy blood of Christ brought back from a crusade. Today, it's a peaceful and grand interior with a historic 5,000 pipe organ. And after a quick snack at an elegant cafe, there's lots in the area. A quick 10-minute walk back to the station and we're on our way back to Warnemünde. It took roughly 2.5 hours with the same transfers in reverse, but not without some bathroom stress.
We got to Rostock, trying to find a bathroom in the train station. The bathroom is closed. Here's the thing. When you want to go to the bathroom in the train station, you actually have to pay. But the bathroom on the train is free. So do your business on the train, just in case, like, you know, the train station, either you have to have €1 or it's closed like this one. I guess we're just gonna go directly to Warnemünde. Here's the train to Warnemünde.
Okay, find the bathroom.
And guess what happened? It's broken. So we got two options. Either we go on the train, wait 25 minutes because that's how long it takes from Rostock to Warnemünde, or we wait for the next train, which is another 10 minutes, and, you know, hedge our bet on that one. So guess which one we choose. The next train was in a different platform. So the moment we find out where the platform is, we go down, run to that next.
Warnemünde, 1816.
Is this alright? Is this alright?
Okay, so this is another Warnemünde. Okay, let's try this one. All right. Oh, okay, that one's working.
But it is on another track. So we gotta go down, go to the other track, go up again, and now lining up.
But despite the setback going back, well, it pays to be flexible. We would do this option again, no problem. It's a taste of local life, fun, and you discover things not available to the tour bus. This state certainly has tons to offer. If you got good value from this video, be sure to hit us up with a like and share with your shipmates. And leave a comment. Did you take the tour bus or explore by train? Happy travels and see you on the next cruise.